In the last lecture, we stopped at the layered approach of software engineering, which says that the overall focus of software development is on software quality, and this quality is actually defined and it's worked upon by certain set of processes. The processes are implemented using some methods, and for implementing these methods we need some set of tools. Okay, now in this lecture we are going to see certain set of process models that software engineering actually uses, and and for development of this software to ensure the quality. Okay, so SDLC is a generic process framework that establishes the foundation for a complete software process by identifying a small number of framework activities that are applicable to all software projects, regardless of their size and complexities. That means software development lifecycle is set of certain processes, but we use the word called generic here because the processes that actually it follow is a process framework. The activities that is followed in SDLC is applicable to wide range of software development. Okay, different type of software development. That's why it's called as generic. Okay, and it has certain set of activities which are known as framework activities, which defines certain set of sections what you need to do in if you are in this stage of the development. Then it changes to certain other set of work which say that this is if you are in a different set of work, then the stage of the development, then you should be following certain different set of activities. So we read SDLC as software development life cycle in general when we focus on the development of software. Okay, but when this software is indeed a part of a larger system or a larger system, like you want to create a complex software development which is embedded in nature, then your software is just a part of the complete system. Okay, then whatever things it takes and development is known as system development life cycle. So the stages that this SDLC actually follows are some finite set of stages. The first is called communication. Okay, this framework activity involves heavy communication and collaboration with the customer and consists of requirements gathering and other related activities. So, communication is the first and foremost thing that establishes a relation. It starts a rapport building. Is needed. It is needed when we actually want to start uh, talking, right? And it is said that to resolve an issue, you should keep talking. Okay, but because if you don't talk, there is a miscommunication. Okay, that's what the word is. And this activity actually involves huge, heavy communication, not huge, heavy communication, that lot of round of communications. And along with just communication, you should be having a collaborative approach. That means you should ask certain questions to the customer, and the customer should also like to resolve this question using certain queries, certain set of examples, certain set of diagrams, certain more things. Like this is a collaborative approach. I will do something and you will also do something. This is what is called collaboration of with the customer. So we will see what this communication is more about in the next few slides. But today we will be focusing on the SDLCs only. The second is called the planning. Once you are done with the requirement, you need to plan how you are going to implement this requirement. Long before you started the design or the coding, you need to plan. And why we need to plan it? This because it will help you in assessing what resources are required. It will be at what technical tasks need to be conducted during the implementation. It also take care it will also help us to mitigate the risk and find the risk. What is a risk? A risk is something which is the probability of failure, and if that failure happens, then there will be a loss. Okay, so what we need to do, we cannot be assured, we cannot foresee if the risk will happen or not, but what we can do is we can find certain mitigation plans that if this risk happens, then we should have a plan B in place. The third thing is we should also have resources that will be required. So the resources can be a human resource, how many programmers will be required to actually work or resolve the problem, and what are the systems needed, what are the technical requirement needed, or what is the other requirement that what is not with me, I need to hire someone, I have to outsource this to the other teams, and those teams will give us the result. So if this is the case, then I need to plan the resources as well, and then we should have the work product that will be produced. So there are lots of work products that is being produced as a part of software development, but not all of them cannot go in a single release. So we will find out what are relevant work product that will be produced. And finally, we should be building the schedule of these work software development. So all these things falls under software planning. Okay. Next is modeling. The activity take care of creation of models to better understand the requirements and design that will be achieve those requirements. So we will be creating models like you are creating not models like no physical models, but is an abstraction of what is going to happen. So we will create software models. We will call as design models, and with this design model we try to understand the requirements better. Okay. Next we are going to start building the code, like it's called in the construction phase. We start coding with certain standards, and along with the coding we keep on testing the code. So this construction phase generally has two options. One is called coding and one is called testing itself, and testing's major objective is to find the most of the errors before it's going to be with the customer. And finally, once we are done, we will produce the software as a complete entity or a partially complete increments to the customer, and who's responsible to evaluate that complete software or the partial increment and provide us the relevant feedbacks. Based on the feedback, we again start the cycle of communication and then planning, then modeling, then construction, and again deployment. So this is the complete set of processes that actually happens in SDLC. So in the next lecture, we are going to see the actual software development processes one by one, and we will try to like understand how these activities that we have seen here, generators, get modified from process to process. Thank you.